Good evening. Yes, same here. I'm happy to see you all again. Yes. Okay. Guys, today we are going to work on reading part. Yes. Good evening, all. So, is it my voice is not audible? Okay. Can anyone else
Ma'am, you're
confirm?
audible. Ma'am, you're audible.
I'm audible, right? Yeah, yeah. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. Please check your connection, Bhavani, once again. Yes. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Right. Today, we are excited to start off with our reading part. So, you people know that reading is very easy, but still it is difficult. Okay. So, like we say, sweets are delicious, but still it is not good for health. So, just like that, so reading part is very easy. In fact, reading and listening is very easy, but again, it is complicated. How come this discrepancy will be having, or why is this discrepancy that we have? So, this discrepancy is created just because of not understanding the tasks properly, and at the same time not approaching that reading or listening in the right way and not practicing. These are the three things that we need to be aware. So, when we get to know all these three things, when we get perfection on all these three things, then so that reading will become literally easy, and even listening part also will become literally easy. And today we have gathered here to work on these things only. Why we don't understand the things properly, in spite of we people. So, what is that? Knowing the entire English language, or in fact, we being very comfort with English language, still why will not understand the things properly? Why we don't recognize what is the requirement of the question, and why we don't practice. So all these three things we'll be discussing here, and also our sessions will be conducted in such a sophisticated manner that we will be explaining you all the techniques, all the key things that you people need to remember, and also we'll be giving you the this one techniques for every question type. Why? Because in reading, so you will not be getting just one type of questions. You will be getting more than 9 types of questions, and so each of this type of question requires a separate approach. If you try to approach in the same very method, it will not help you. Therefore, let's, what is that, learn all of these things so that we can get complete 9 band on our reading part. Yes, you people heard it right. Can we get 9 band? Yes, you people can get 9 band. Only what your approach, whatever we are instructing, whatever we tell you people to practice. So whatever we do in the class, if you follow the same thing, so while you're practicing and on your exams, definitely you people can get 9 on 9. See, so confidently I'm trying to tell these things. So why confidently I'm telling? So it's a public platform. So why I'm saying this? Because we are so sure about the techniques, the practices, because we have been using this, or we have been trying, testing all these techniques regularly, and we see lot of success on the same. Okay. So with this note, let me share the screen. Let me start off with the session. And before I start off with the question types and everything, I would like to give you people few instructions. Guys, here, this one, what is that? I would recommend you people to keep your queries to the end, so that what happens, we can discuss at the end. Okay, so let me start off with the classes, because if I start answering the queries right now, so I don't think we'll reach or we'll discuss the points that we actually need to. Okay, so please, what is that, keep all your queries to the last. We'll be discussing, and in fact, you people, please ask me questions in the last, so that we can answer all the questions to you. I'm sharing the screen. Just let me know whether you people are able to. Yes. Can you see the empty screen? Yes. I guess yes. So now reading. So great. We have reading. What happens on reading? Reading is nothing but, so you are going to, what is that, have comprehensions, and on the basis of comprehensions, you will be having questions. I guess most of us, not most of us, it is like a part of Indian syllabus. So every one of us would have come across the comprehensions and would have answered corresponding questions. Then what's the big deal? So why IELTS reading is tough? Why people get stuck in IELTS reading? Because the kind of comprehensions that we people have comprehended is completely different from the comprehensions that we are going to get. That means, so the reading stuff is also different, and even the question types that we are going to get will also be very different here. Why it is different? And why is this reading comprehension a part of our IELTS examination? You would be wondering, many of you would be wondering, what is this? Why do we have reading comprehension IELTS language test? It is a language test. How does our reading will help you? Language test, yes, definitely. They want to know. So reading is one way of our communication. Okay, so don't think that communication, only speaking, is the that one thing where we communicate. No, reading is also one of the communication element. Why? Because see, if your university want to inform you something, how does that? Will it call you and tell you, or will it speak to you, or will it give you in the form of a memo, or in the form of a written notice, in the form of notice, right? If you're living in Canada, or if you are in any country, okay, so if anything has to be informed to the people, or if you want to know what is happening in the country, how it comes, in the form of blogs, in the form of newspapers, so the information will be given to you, isn't it? Even if you want to purchase something, how is that notice, and how is that this one, what is that agreement paper comes in the form of this one written material. That means you people need to read and understand everything. Hence, your reading skill should be very, very good. In under reading, what is that they try to check? Let me tell you. Your understanding, understanding according to author, not understanding according to you. So what is basically the writer of that comprehension, writer of that information is trying to convey? So that thing you need to understand here also. That is the main complication. You would be thinking like, yeah, ma'am, we to read and we understand. Then why is that we are not able to perform well on comprehensions? Because be read and understanding is very different than reading and understanding according to author. Okay. So now what you need to do, whenever you people come across reading comprehensions, not only reading comprehensions, from now onwards, anything that you try to read, okay, so you should not evaluate that reading thing according to your assumptions, according to your mindset. First, you try to understand, so what exactly author is trying to say, and then you people analyze according to your mindset. But in the beginning, whenever you people come across any reading material, it could be IELTS, it could be non-IELTS, whatever you people are reading, you need to read to understand what author is trying to say here. Okay, it's not what we are perceiving. We need to see here what author is trying to say, and that is what is tested in your IELTS. Okay, so your author wants you to here the exam wants you to prove that you people can understand anything that is given by the author. You won't misinterrupt the information given in the articles. You won't misunderstand the information given in the articles. And that is what you people need to prove in your reading part. I guess you people got to know why reading is a part of our this one. What is that? IELTS examination. And most of you would be, what is that, going for student as a student or even for work purpose. Everywhere you come, like if you're a student, you come across much study materials. You need to read and understand what they are saying there, isn't it? So reading skills should be very, very good. Even if you go on and work visa, there also, so many things comes in the form of mails, this one, written documents and everything. So you need to understand it. You can't be a lay person there, isn't it? So therefore, everywhere reading and understanding is very important. That is why they want to see how well you are at understanding, so our reading comprehensions. That is why we have reading comprehensions. So yes, today we are going to discuss about academic reading. That means here in this academic reading, so we will be having three comprehensions. See, why I'm saying all these things, why I'm not directly going on to the questions means because when you go to the exam, you should not be under shock, like, or you should not be like misinformed, or you should not be like, what is that, without any clue. You need to know what happens on the exam day and on each sections. So, how many passages you will be getting? Basically, for IELTS, you will be getting 3 passages, and the passages are lengthy. Let me tell you why. Because you are going to give so academic exam, hence the passages will be lengthy in the sense what, so you will be having 8 to between 8 to 12 paragraph, okay, which may sum up to like around 800 to or so 1,000 words. It may sum up out. And what kind of passages you people will get? You all get academic articles, research papers. You will be getting academic articles itself is what? Research papers. That means what? They're all based on certain topics. And what are these topics? They could be literature, be on history, it could be on science and technology, it could be on health, it could be on political, it could be on this one, culture and tradition. It could be anything and everything. That means, but this anything and everything will be based on what? So, research articles. That means, whatever they try to give would be the factual information, or so it could be research information, or it could be factual information, right? So therefore, don't assume or don't be in a this one, what is that, impression that we'll be just getting some comics or something. No, They are all very, very this one informative informations or articles presented by erudite people. We won't get from any layperson's articles will not be given. It's all erudite articles they will be giving. And one more thing here, I would like to say here, these articles are not just for IELTS. IELTS have picked these articles from different sources, remember. That means these articles would be a general research papers. These people, they pick the articles, and remember why I am saying this means because article writer will be different and the question maker is different. That means they will pick up an article. We'll have a question maker. That question maker will go through this article and make the questions for you guys. Okay. So he or she makes the question. That means why I'm giving this context means I would want you people to understand the language used in the article and the language used to ask the questions will vary. Why? Now you may be wondering, ma'am, it is English language only. Definitely it is English language. For example, whatever I am presenting the class, okay. So you people would have understood every bit of it. And in fact, you will go and explain every bit of the idea that I have said to your friend. But the way I am presenting, the language, the words, the language, the style, all I use will be very different from the language, the style, the expression, everything you guys use. That means what? We are conveying the same matter, but we are conveying it using different style, different words, different expression. Hence, what we say, the language use is different. My language is different and your language is different. I'm not talking about like different languages, the same language, but how we use to express the ideas, that is what we say. So here the passage maker is different and the question maker is different. Obviously their languages will be different. So even though they will be talking and discussing on the same topic, but the words, the style, everything will be different. That is why you people need to be aware of what? Paraphrasing. You need to be very good in paraphrasing. That means what? So you need to understand immediately. Okay, this one, what is that? Question maker is asking these questions, which is nothing but this is expressed in this way in our paragraph. So that thing, that quickness on this concept we need to work on. I'll be showing how it will be paraphrased and all. I'm saying why the things are paraphrased. Why will not have the, why we say when we are discussing, we say that please don't mark keywords or don't go by keywords. And in fact, you will be seeing that when you people go by keywords, you will not get any answer only. Why? Because this one, the article writer is different from the question maker. Okay, so both the person's style, everything changes, even though they will be discussing the same thing. Now you may be wondering, ma'am, I'm not an history student, I'm not a history student, I'm not a science student, I'm not English literature student, but if they give all the passages based upon this, how can I do, what can I do with these things, how can I answer? Guys, please just remember, we don't want any knowledge, extra knowledge to answer the passage questions. In fact, if we have extra knowledge or if we start using our knowledge on the basis of that topic, so definitely all our answers goes wrong. Why? For us, we need to only know one thing. We need to work on only one strategy. Whatever is given, whatever is given in the paragraph, in the passage, only that is correct. Only that is correct. Nothing else. Even if you know something about that topic, while you're answering, please don't use that knowledge. So let me tell one thing here. We all know that education is very, very important. In fact, it is the root or foundation for globalization, isn't it? Education is that important that it is the root for our globalization. Everything, whatever is right now happening, so that is just because of our education. Okay, but this is our general knowledge. But if we have an article which is not favoring education, which is trying to say education is so very bad that because of it only, whatever the problems that we have, so right from environmental problems to global problems, that is because of education. Hence, education is not important, so no one should get educated. So if this is in the paragraph, when they ask you whether education is good or bad to the society, what answer you need to give? You need to give according to the paragraph only, that education is bad. Why I take this example to explain means, we all know that education is good. Okay. But in the passage, if they are talking so that education is bad, everything, you need to consider that education is bad only when you are answering the questions based on that particular paragraph. You cannot argue there that no, 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 education is good. Please. That means what? The general knowledge or having the knowledge of the topic that they give is really a nightmare. It could be a curse, I can say. Therefore, please be chilled here. Why? Because so if you don't know about the passage, if you don't have any extra information about the passages, is well and good. Why? Because your question answer is just present in the passage. No need of any extra information here. Now, timing. What is the time limit that we have? So we all know that 3 passages and so 1 hour time. Yes, you already tried. So 3 passages, 1 hour time. Each passage has 20 minutes, isn't it? So first passage 20 minutes, second passage 20 minutes, third passage 20 minutes. Now you would be wondering, ma'am, so if each passage is having 20 minutes, what we need to do? Whether we need to just summarize or what? No, 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 no. On each of these passage, you will be having questions. Questions will be there. How many questions you will be having? Overall, you will be having 40 questions on 3 passages. That means you can see 13 to 14 questions per passage. You may get the questions here. Okay. So that means overall 40 questions for 3 passages, which you need to answer in 1 hour. So that means, let me tell you, let me write the stats here. The 3 passages, 40 questions, time is 1 hour. Guys, this is the thing. Now the dilemma comes here. Ma'am, 1 hour, whether we'll read the passage or whether we'll read the question or whether we'll start answering the question. Guys, it is very, 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 what is that? Simple. We need to manage. We can't. If you people start reading complete passage, then go for questions, then again come back to passage, 1 hour is no. We don't have any grace period. We don't have any extra time. So nothing. Okay. So by hook or crook, you guys need to answer 40 questions in 1 hour. So out of this 3 passages, no other go. So that means what we need to do. So our basic method of reading the passage first, going back to the questions, again coming back to the passage is a flop show here. We can't do that. So what you need to do here? Now, you need to know now what you're going to learn here. So basically, you will be seeing that you need to first read and understand, read, understand, and identify what passage? No, question idea. Okay, so why is this required? See, I'm giving you the steps. I want now. I'll take up the types of questions and I'll start off here. Hence, so whatever we are doing here, the first and foremost thing, what is that? You need to know what is the problem. Only when you know the problem, you can come at the solution, right? So you need to identify question, idea. Now you will be telling, and we read the question. You read the question. We don't want just reading the question. We need you to identify question idea. But what is this question idea? Question idea is nothing but what is the requirement of the question? What does the question requires you to answer, or what is the requirement of the question? So that is your question idea. If I say, what is your name? So my question is asking for what? I want to know your name. I want to know how you are addressed, isn't it? So therefore, so that understanding is very, very, very crucial. So you should not just mug up the question. So don't mark the keywords. And why I'm saying this means because, so see, if I ask what is your name, you may mark the keyword like name. Okay, name, she's asking. But if I ask you something like this, can I know how should I address you? Now what happens? It'll become this one, isn't it? So if I say what is your name, and if you tell me you can address me as XYZ. So now if I just look for that name, so then I would be expecting the answer like what? My name is XYZ. No, if you start saying, okay, you can address me as so XYZ. Now, if you go by keyword, you will not even understand what is my name there, isn't it? So therefore, don't go by keyword, but go by key idea. You need to understand what is the key idea. That is the first step. So in our reading, so we are not looking at the passage. We are not looking at what is the type of passage, what subject based it is given. Nothing. We don't even look at the passage. First, what we do, we go for the question. There, the first question, you identify what is the question idea. Now, you get this question idea, isn't it? So, depending upon question idea, you will use either of this method. What is that? Scanning method and skimming method. Okay, what's this method? You will be seeing that you will be using either scanning method or skimming method, depending upon the question idea. I'll tell here also when to use scanning method and when to use skimming method. If your question idea is asking for main idea, primary purpose, that means if the question idea needs to know what is the main idea, what is the main purpose, so then what you need to do, you need to use skimming process. Okay. If this question idea is based on anything and everything, then you need to use scanning process. Let me tell you what is this skimming and scanning. This is the paragraph. Okay. If we need to know what is the main idea, why this paragraph is built, the skimming process, that means if you want to identify the main idea, you people need to see first sentence and last sentence. That means what? You need to just read first sentence and last sentence and understand. That means going through first sentence and last sentence and understanding them, reading that first sentence and last sentence in detail and understanding, that is known as skimming process. And why do we use the skimming process? Skimming process is used just only to identify the main idea, the main concept, the primary purpose, the central idea, to give the titles. So all these things we use the skimming process. While doing the questions, again, I'll show what is skimming and everything. Whereas scanning is what? If the question idea is talking generally about, so it could be explanation, it could be evidences and all. If this idea is not asking for main idea, then what you need to do, you have this question idea, you need to just quickly go through or have a glance to find out where that idea is. For example, for tomorrow, if you people want to wear blue color dress, so what you will be doing, you will be going on to your cupboard, you'll just open the cupboard, and what you guys will do, you'll either see for the blue shirt, blue trouser, blue dress, so you will only look for, like this, you won't try to open and see everything, isn't it? While you know what you are searching for, you know you need blue, just you glance it, and wherever, how many ever blue is there, you take out and you pick one there, isn't it? Even here, you know the question idea. So that question idea, you'll try to go through in the paragraph, wherever, whichever part. Say here, if I have the question idea, I will read that part in detail, or we need to read that part in detail, and that is what is known as scanning process. Yes, definitely. I'll be showing this more practically when we are doing the questions here, right? So this is the second part. Once you get the answer location, what you need to do, the next thing is compare your answer, the shadow answer, with question, because your shadow answer should fulfill all the requirements of question. So if your shadow answer is fulfilling the complete requirement of the question, then we can say it as what? Our answer. We can freeze it as our answer. That's it, guys. So these are the only three things that we are going to do here. Okay. Don't think that, oh, IELTS difficult, reading difficult. No. Whatever I've said now, I'll be showing to you people. We'll be doing this and we'll be solving every type of question very easily and smoothly, just like how we use the butter here. Okay. And now, let me share the screen here. Yes. Now, yes. As I said, everything it goes like this, whatever I described. So we have put in the form of a slide here. Now, yes, you would be wondering, how does the marking scheme happens? So yes, you can see 40 questions will have. If you get 39 to 40 questions correct, you will be having 9 band. Okay. If you get 2 or 3 incorrect, then you may end up having 8.5. If you have 35 to 36, 8. So if you just answer 4 to 5 correct, so then your band will be 2.5 band. That means our scores may go up to 2.5 bands also. Remember that. Okay. We can go to that minimum as well. This is the score points that we have. Now, I was talking about different types of questions, isn't it? So these are the different types of questions that we get. Short answer questions, as I said, we'll be getting more than 9 types of questions, isn't it? So, guys, you need to be aware of all these types of questions. Why we need to be aware of all these types of questions? Because all of a sudden, maybe you will be practicing only few types of questions, but on exam day, you go there, you see there, and you, if you see so some new type of questions, these type of among this, if it comes across, and if you're not having any clue what is this, what you need to do, then you will be missing on that complete set of questions. So we can't gamble with our this one exams, right? So that's the reason you need to be aware so of all the question types, and also you people need to practice all the question types so that you have free hands on these question types, so that in the exam you will be nischinta there. Okay, so short answer question types, so where your answers may go maximum up to 2 3 words, that's it. So then you have to identify the information, so by marking true false, not given, yes no not given, fill in the blanks, that is sentence completion or summary note table, and this diagram filling will be having, matching headings will have, matching the features of the paragraph will be having, matching sentence endings will have, so matching information, multiple choice questions, all these things are the part of our IELTS reading. Now, as I said, we are going to do all these things. Right. Now, let me take off the questions and let me talk more about them, and let us try to, what is this one. So let us try to talk about short answer questions. Okay, so today, so what is this short answer question? So you need to know this is the question and you need to answer. Let me show the face of this question. See, you people can see which animal has the most fat. What is the tissue of the marine animal that is rich in? So like this, they are going to take the question. So that means they will ask the question like, what is your name, where you are studying, why you want to take IELTS. So all these are short answer questions. So now here you could see here, like whenever you see, please kindly follow this, the paragraph, definitely this we have extracted from the big passage, we have extracted small one because we want to practice here, that's the reason. Okay, so we have given the direct context, but whenever you get the paragraph passage, don't bother to see what is the heading, what it is. Okay, now what you need to do, you need to go to the questions first. Answer the questions with no more than 2 words. Here, what do we have? Answer the questions, and they have given some instructions. Kindly follow these instructions. Answer the questions with no more than 2 words. That means your answer should limit for either 1 word or 2 words, not more than 2 words. Now, understand which animal has the most fat, most everything, right from the adjective, right from what they are asking, you need to know here. which animal has the most fat? That means maximum fat is present in which animal? Guys, go through here. I want you people to use the scanning process here. For short questions, after you identify the question idea. What is the question idea? You need to find the name of the animal which has most fat. Okay, this is the question idea. You know what is the question requirement, the name of the animal that contains maximum fat. Now this question idea, try to find out in the paragraph. This is a specific detailed question. Specific detailed question is not asking the main idea. So what? It can be found anywhere in the paragraph. If it is found anywhere in the paragraph, what is that? You need to just glance through the paragraph here. So now glance through the paragraph and tell me, so which is that animal which has the most fat here? Guys, I have shared the screen. Yeah, I could see the answers coming out. Very good. Hey, Deepak, is it buffalo? From where? Abhishek, is it blubber? The animal name. They're asking for animal name. See, you can see, as the largest animal in the world, the blue whale also has the most fat. It is blue whale is as the most fat. Okay, but how they are trapping? This is a simple trap. If they are trying you to confuse here as the largest animal, okay, they are using all these things. So therefore, what is that? We got this spot here. The spot is here, and this spot you try to read it. Blue whale is the one that has most fat, and they are asking for this only. Yeah, when we compare the question idea, this one question idea with the answer spot, it is trying to give us the exact requirement. So blue whale is very correct here. Okay, so that's what. Now don't think that ma'am is this will be the simple one. Yes, no, it won't be such simple, but yes, definitely we can't start off with like what is that difficult one, because we don't want to demotivate any of you guys. Okay, so slow and steady wins the race. So let us go with the easy. What is the tissue of the marine mammals that is rich with fat called as? Now look at this question, how nice it is. The tissue of the marine animals. You need to, what is the tissue of the marine? I could see the answers flowing in. Very good, guys. But however, so those who have not got this question, for them, so let me tell you, what is the tissue of marine marine mammals? Their tissue, we need to tell. And what is the characteristic of this tissue? It is rich with fat. So that means you need to find the tissue of the mammals, marine mammals, that are rich in fat. Okay. So yes, where do we have? So you can see your white whales, this. So this one will begin with blubber, the fat-rich tissue belonging to marine mammals. Yes. So it is your blubber. Answer is what? Blubber. Which marine animals need a thick layer of fat to survive in cold waters? Yes, I could see which marine animals that requires a thick layer of fat. It's bowhead whales. Yeah, see why it is, and they have not given directly in waters further not live. So bowhead whales. So to survive in this frosty remote waters, they have a layer of blubber. So that's what bowhead whales. They live in what? Frosty remote waters. That means very cold. Frosty is very cold. So they have a layer of blubber almost half a meter thick, isn't it? So that means what? So the bowhead whales we need. Getting it? Guys, this is how we need to work on. Okay. So yes, I know this is just a simple question. So that we have so targeted today. But yes, so we'll be targeting more questions. You can see, like we'll be targeting, these are the different questions and different complexities that we'll be doing it. in the next session. Okay, right. So now what I'll do, so I'll put the ball into your court. So now, guys, so the basic doubts about so your IELTS, you people can IELTS reading, you people can start asking me. Ma'am, yes, a GRE reading and IELTS reading, definitely it is not same Sandesh. They both are different because in IELTS reading, you people only focus on understanding. They test you on only understanding. Whereas in your GRE reading, it is understanding, reasoning. So all these things will be there. So Sandesh, GRE reading and IELTS reading completely different, right? You can't, so the content also different, the type of questions that comes also different, and our approach also will be very, very, very different. Okay, Shweta, which exam we should give, IELTS academic or general? So see, Shweta, if you're planning for admissions for study, you need to give academic. But if you're planning for immigration or work purpose, you may have to give general. But however, there are certain countries and this one organization that may ask for IELTS academic. Always it is better to consult your organization and tell, but for education it is academic. Okay, so yeah, definitely IELTS academic reading is comparatively tougher than IELTS general reading. Okay, I hope your doubt is cleared. How to balance the time management? Kushal, yes, time can be very well managed, but only first thing is, first you people start practicing, start what is that, knowing all the different techniques, different approaches, start practicing, and make sure in the beginning while you people are practicing, don't focus on time. Make sure that you people are getting all your answers correct. Once you start getting all your answers correct, then so have a eye on time. That means start reducing the time limit. Okay, so therefore first accuracy, then time management, right? Then ultimately in the exam you will have both of them. In the beginning, if you start off to time manage, if you're not focusing on accuracy, then ever never so you will have the accuracy, you will end up not having accuracy. So guys, everyone, please first focus on accuracies. Why? Because once you focus on accuracy, you start understanding the language, you will start understanding where you are going wrong, so then you will pick it up. Okay, then once you're comfort with the language, automatically your speed will increase. Yes, Nikita, this sessions will be for academic only. Now, ma'am, could you explain again in short what we need to do? Skimming and scanning. Skimming is just we are finding the main idea, and usually in the paragraphs, the main idea is present in first sentence and last sentence. That is the reason we only read first sentence and last sentence. Whereas scanning is what if the information is found in between. Okay, so we just glance at it, we know what is the question idea, we take the question idea, we only search the question idea in the paragraph, and that is called scanning. Whereas skimming is what, going through first sentence and last sentence. Sanjay, don't worry, so further in the classes we'll be doing more skimming and scanning. Okay, don't worry about that. Quantitative reasoning and verbal reasoning and AWA will be done in GRE. Yes, Abhinaya, we'll be doing all these things in our GRE. Don't worry about that. Almost we have done few of them. Today we'll have text completion. Yes, Abhishek, we'll be giving you tips, tricks, everything in our listening session. Kindly attend that. So you will be having the complete idea on how to improve your listenings, right? Then, ma'am, how to use the highlighting options effectively in reading, ma'am? Sharon, see, highlighting, we'll not waste time on highlighting and all. Like, I'll be throughout the session now for the next week, I'll be showing how we need to mentally highlight the things there. Okay. So that thing we need to keep in mind. We cannot just waste time highlighting or doing the short noting and all, because so this is like, what is that? We can't waste time on that. Yes, Rohit, motivation. Yes. Now, Rohit, you try to attend all of my classes, you will get abundance of motivation. See, first of all, you can, if you get demotivated, or guys, any one of you are scared about your exams or anything, do you think on the exam day you will get any extra scores? If you go with the mindset, oh, I am scared, do you think like you will be getting any extra score there? No, right? If we are not going to get any extra score by getting the exam fear, then why we need to get exam fear? Bulky, even if you would perform well, your performance would go down because of fear. So please don't have any exam fear. Okay. Don't. Ultimately, what will happen? Ultimately, you may not get the required score. But that is not the end, right? You can again give it. Failures are the steps for success. So, therefore, this is my first motivation for this class. Please. So, go ahead. Don't get scared about anything, not just this exam. Any interviews, anything, don't get so. This one, what is that? Scared. So, do we have to type? I guess yeah, so no, it is not typing. You'll have the scroll bar. So but some places like short answers and all, you may have to type there. Okay. It depends on the question, because we have different types of questions, definitely. So typing is required there, Nikita. Then Anushka, please attend our writing session. So you will be getting all the this one. Okay. So for reading, writing, listening, everything. So we people have a sessions. Please join. Please attend them. So, and whatever the instructions, whatever the practices we do, please follow it and look through our recorded classes. So you will definitely have solution for all of your problem. In fact, we'll be discussing. Okay. Yes, Abhishek and all we'll be doing. So still today we just started with, so don't worry. So in the next classes we'll be working on all the types of questions. Okay. So for everyone who are specifically worried about, so different types of questions and all, don't worry guys, today it is just the start. So we will be practicing, so all of these, so particularly each question type we'll be practicing, and I'll be giving you all the techniques, everything. Okay. So Sakshi, we ourselves in our site, we have given you lots of practice. Kindly pick them up, and otherwise you can refer to Cambridge series. The Cambridge series is the best one that you need to practice. Why? Because it is right from horse's mouth, because they are the test makers. So everything that comes from there will be like your exam based. Okay. So therefore they are the thing. Okay. I hope so. I'll quickly, what is that? Wind up this session. So Abhishek, I'll be giving the tips and tricks. Don't worry about that. Okay. So, and thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed the class. So kindly log on tomorrow for more tips, tricks, and more types of questions. Guys. Okay. Over to you, admin. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that such an informative session. Okay, guys, if you have any